High school wrestling is on the air from the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. It is time for the Class 3A session here in the state individual tournament. Good morning, everybody, along with Roger Reed and Zach McCool. This is Jamie Vasky, and we are ready to go. First round of the individual tournament. We had a great day yesterday with our three area teams in the state duels. Independence finishing in sixth place in Class 2A. Western Dubuque finishing 7th in Class 3A. And, of course, West Delaware, your state champions in Class 2A. As now it is time to focus, retrain the focus, and get ready for this individual tournament.
You're exactly right, Jamie, and sometimes it's hard to do that, especially after a tough day yesterday in some cases. But I'll tell you what, we've got three good coaches, Coach Cleary, Coach Doyle, Coach Voss and company, and they've done an outstanding job getting their kids to get them prepared to wrestle in this tournament. And I look for a great day today. Our 3A guys, our 1A guys coming in this afternoon, our 2A guys back tonight. A great day yesterday, as you said. I look for a lot of fun today, and as this tournament progresses through Saturday.
And Zach, first day of the individual tournament, all the nerves, it's time to flush the nerves and get ready to wrestle. But a lot of times, it's hard for, 14 through 18-year-old kids to realize that it's just another match, and you just got to come out and do what got you here.
Yeah, the good thing is for a lot of our area wrestler guys have come down here on Wednesday and got to wrestle in the state duels. So being able to get underneath the lights and see what these mats are feel like and get your bearings underneath you, that's a great thing for a lot of these wrestlers. But for the other guys, once again, get out there and act like it's any other tournament. I know it's hard to do that when everybody's like, this is a state tournament, but the same point is they've been doing this for a long time. Most of these guys have been wrestling ever since they're 3, 4, 5 years old, and nothing changes here besides there's a few more fans, a lot bigger arena, and you'd really like to see these guys come out here and start on the right foot.
Well, this first session 1, goes from 9 a.m. until noon, and this is the Class 3A first round and first round consolation. So if you win in this first round, you are done wrestling until tomorrow. And of course, if you win or if you lose in this first round, you come back and you wrestle again. So for Class 3A, we will only be covering 5 wrestlers, just the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Coming up later today in Class 1A, we'll have 11 wrestlers that we'll cover. We'll also keep an eye out for 3 others, as we've been requested to watch a few other wrestlers. As in Class 1A, those wrestlers are, of course, the Happel brothers from Lisbon, Quincy and Carter. And then at 120 pounds, we'll keep an eye on Jacob Moore of Denver. So we'll have a lot of coverage or wrestling action coming your way later today as well. And then tonight, Class 2A, we'll have 15 wrestlers that we'll be covering in Class 2A. So, of course, we'll have those matchups coming for you. As mat number 1, we're going to have Dawson Bierman coming up for the Bobcats on mat number 1. So we'll have him coming your way in just a second. Again, before we get going here today, I want to thank some of our sponsors of postseason wrestling here on KMCH. Three Rivers FS, Moyle Rental Services, Krager Body Shop, the Palace Saloon, Citizen State Bank, and Wolf Cool Electric. And, of course, I'd like to thank Rundy Auto Group for getting Roger and I down to the state tournament on Wednesday, as we came down yesterday morning in a 2019 Jeep Cherokee from Rundy Auto Group. We certainly appreciate them for providing us that vehicle, our transportation, or Roger's transportation for the week. So thanks to Rundy Auto Group in Manchester for that. Dawson Bierman is going to be up on mat number 1. He's taking on Jakey Penrith from Cedar Falls. Has 2 seniors going at it here. Bierman, the senior from Western Dubuque, 25-9. And, of course, he had 2 matches yesterday, going 2-0, so 27-9. Jakey Penrith, the Cedar Falls, a senior, at 21-5.
So a really good matchup here, Jamie, with 2 excellent wrestlers. And there's a shot by Bierman, counter by Penrith, and he's going to get the defensive 2. He will knock the scoreboard first here with the 2-point takedown. A great shot by Bierman, and just wasn't quite ready for that counter by Penrith. And Penrith out trying to cross body ride, claw ride from on the left side. And Dawson Bierman right on the edge of the mat. Fisher's going to let him go right there. Penrith's going to slap a cross body right in. and then put the other leg in and ride out Bierman, and they're going to get him off the mat right now. So a great shot there, Zach, to open it up. He just didn't quite finish it quick enough.
Yeah, Roger, the nice thing is he got in really deep, but he turned the wrong way. He turned his back completely away from his opponent right there, and then let Jakey Penrith right there just get a defensive takedown. So once again, hopefully get to your feet and get back to your offense, because that was a beautiful shot.
Oh, you're exactly right there. 1:14 left to go in period number 1. Penrith has Bierman flat, belly down in the middle of the mat. Mat number 1 to our far right, and we're going to get stalling right there against Penrith. As Penrith was riding, that was a quick stalling call against Penrith as he was riding parallel and flat. Penrith's record, Zach's 21-5 coming in here, but most of those matches are at 120. He just dropped to 113 for the district tournament, so that weight descent plan, that's very unusual to all of a sudden drop to 113. That's 7 pounds. You drop to 113 right before the district.
Not only that, but you don't get that 1 pound weight allowance either, so you have to make the scratch weight before you get that extra pound. And so that's very odd, but once again, you see it all the time. Guys bump up or bump down and try to get their best matchups that they can possibly get.
About 33 seconds left to go. Penrith still with a cross body ride on Bierman. Bierman's head is down right now, and he's going to have to create some distance, create some motion, as Penrith is stuck to Bierman like a leech. And Bierman having some difficulty with that tough ride. And Jamie, you know, after watching Assumption wrestle so much, if a guy's good with the legs, they are very, very tough to wrestle on top and underneath.
Yeah, they certainly are. And, you know, that's once you get underneath, you've just got to, the first thing, that first move, you've got to clear the legs and get out.
And we'll see whose choice is going to be as Dawson Bierman has the green leg bands. It's going to be Penrith's choice. He's going to defer him. And it's either got to be neutral or on top. I don't think Coach Cleary wants Bierman back down underneath, and he does not. Bierman's going to go neutral. You know, a tough day. You come in. I'm not sure Western Dubuque came in, whether they came in early Tuesday and stayed overnight. There's a nice single shot by Bierman. Let's see if he can counter. Scramble by Penrith as he is on top. Bierman's going to have to elevate here and get his head up. Right now his head is down and Penrith up on top. It looks like Penrith's going to try to put a cross body right in. But we'll get a quick stalemate right there. Another great shot there, Zach, by Bierman. And once he got in, he didn't finish the shot, and it let Penrith counter.
Well, you talk about it all the time. You talk about how you always got to elevate. You always got to get the highest foot up in the air or the highest waist up in the air. And right there, he just kind of sat on it with his head on the ground.
Yeah, another great shot by Bierman. He's in on the single, head to the inside on the right leg of Penrith. And we're going to get a stalemate one more time. So Bierman has been in. That's the third shot. The really, really good shot by Bierman. And Penrith is just content here to counter the shots of Bierman. So maybe Bierman will have to look to shoot maybe a sweep single. So he's on the outside. There's a low shot again by Bierman. Again, he grabs onto the leg. Now he's got some elevation. Let's see if he can sit back here. He's got to get up. Coach Cleary is out of his chair. Bierman is trying to elevate Penrith. And once again, his head is posted to the mat. Penrith up on top. Bierman's trying to post with his right arm and get his head up. He's got his head trapped between the legs, and another stalemate. Fourth great shot, no points to show for it, 53 seconds left.
That's 5 or 6 shots right there by Bierman. He's doing a nice job of staying in the offense. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to finish, but Penrith is just waiting for him to shoot so he can get in those scramble situations as you saw the first shot that he took in this match.
Now Penrith in on a low single, and he's going to limp arm out of the Wizard, and he's going to slap a drive cradle in on Bierman. Bierman's in reverse gear here. There's a 2-point takedown by Penrith right on the edge of the mat. Got a drive cradle in on the left side of Bierman, and I think Penrith's just going to be content right there to try to dump. Bierman staying square like you should, and Penrith's going to pick up 2 on the takedown. So Penrith beat Bierman to the punch right there with a low single, and then slapped that drive cradle on the edge of the mat to pick up 2. It's now 4-0. So Dawson Bierman with some work to do. The winner of this match will take on the winner of top seed Drake Ayala, or the loser, Brennan Amos. That match, not sure if that is over yet.
They were on this mat. They were on mat 1 right before these guys.
Okay, so Drake Ayala, 38-0 from Fort Dodge, probably 40-0 now, as Fort Dodge was in the state duels. So the winner will take on top-seeded Drake Ayala, and the loser will take on Brennan Amos from Newton. All right, end of the second period. And Penner's choice, he's going to choose down Dawson Bierman, a heavily bandaged left knee here today. Got that thing wrapped up, and we will get a caution on Bierman. Great breakdown, but just a little bit below the whistle. We talk about late nights last night, then having to get up at, I'm not sure what time weigh-ins are this morning. I don't know if they're at 7 or 8. Jamie, do you know? I'm not quite sure what time weigh-ins are this morning, but you have a tough day yesterday. You have a late night possibly, and then you got to show up this morning at 7 or 8 to probably leave the hotel. Nice job by Bierman. He's got back points on. There's a fall! Dawson Bierman catches Jake Penrith in a long switch, climbs the body, and posts Bierman to the mat. Posts Penrith to the mat as he climbed the body. What a move by Dawson Bierman. Very opportunistic. I'll tell you what, Penrith made the cardinal mistake right there, Jamie and Zach. He got himself extended on that long switch, and that just let Bierman climb the body in 8 seconds into the third period. A fall in 4:08. Dawson Bierman will advance to take on top seed Drake Ayala. What a match and what a finish, Jamie. We talk about crazy things. There's number one today.
Well, that's exactly what he did. You know, he went out there. He was down 4-0, and he came out. And you got to take advantage of that opportunity, and that's what Bierman was able to do there. So he's going to advance. Great win by Dawson Bierman there as he advances. You said he's going to take on Drake Ayala of Fort Dodge in that next round, the number one seed. And same opportunity there is if you find that chance, that little hole or that little gap in his wrestling, you take advantage of it and get the fall. And that's what he was able to do there. So great job there by Dawson Bierman, trailing in that match, coming back and getting the win, getting the fall for the Bobcats here. And you could see it was almost a little delayed reaction from Bobcat Nation. I don't think they realized right away that the official had slapped the mat, and you could hear it was a couple-second delay when you finally heard them rise up as they're posted in their normal spot right down here in front of us. I always know where Bobcat Nation is. I look for Rob Horner. And I got him spotted already, but a great job there by Dawson Bierman getting into the quarterfinals tomorrow to take on Drake Ayala. Huge win for the Bobcats. That was great.
And a good thing about that is, Jamie, now you got 24 hours again. Now you can rest, Zach. Now you can chill out for a little bit. Go back to the room there, warm up room, and cool down, so to speak, and get your thoughts about you. Celebrate that win for a little bit. And you just got an opportunity to relax after going through the state duels yesterday and coming out and getting that first win. Now you can chill out for 24 hours and then get it back up going tomorrow.
Yeah, he's probably in a little bit of a shock thing too, going and take a deep breath and really soak it in because I think right there it just kind of all happened so fast. Now he can really go back and think about that match and celebrate that for, that 24 hours and maybe not quite that long, but gives them a chance to take that deep breath and get that first win at the state tournament on day number one, and that's huge.
Well, coming up here in the Class 3A session, our next wrestler will not be until 152 pounds. It'll be Elijah Demmer of Western Dubuque. The senior will take on Bryson Herbal, the senior and number 4 seed from Waverly Shell Rock. So tough matchup coming up for Elijah Demmer, but he wrestled in a couple matches yesterday and looked well. And then in 160 pounds, Riker Karimski, number 3 seed for the Bobcats, will take on another Cedar Falls Tiger and Lincoln Willett for the Tigers. 170, Jake Hush, junior for Western Dubuque, 31-4. He'll take on Brennan Meacham of Indianola, who's a junior at 41-9. And then at 182, it'll be Devin Ludwig. He's the number 2 seed, a senior at 32-2. He'll take on Griffin Gamble of Waukee. We saw that match yesterday. Saw Ludwig win that match as Gamble, a freshman, at 35-15. So we're going to take a break. We'll send it back to the station and get some music on for you. As again, we'll probably be about they've got 113 pounders. There's a 120 pounder. So about 20 minutes or so, we'll be back with Elijah Demmer at 152 pounds. So don't forget, you're listening to the 2019 State Wrestling Invitational right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Holtz Construction in Manchester, your local contractor for all your ag construction needs. Terry and the staff at Holtz Construction support all area athletes and are here to serve you.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
East Buchanan Telephone has been providing outstanding customer service to local areas for over 50 years. Services include high-speed internet, DSL, wireless internet, HD video, business and residential phone service, and more. Call East Buchanan Telephone for more information.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether you're auto, home, business, health, and even your life. People's Insurance Agency, partnering with Heritage Mutual, has been protecting your assets for years. Please call your local insurance advisors located at 1212 West Marion Street. People's Insurance Agency delivers peace of mind.
The staff at Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action. Wishing you continued success from Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville.
If you are in need of rental equipment such as skid loaders, high-reach forklifts, and man lifts, contact Jason at Moyle Rental Services or check out our website at moylerentalservices.com. Moyle Rental Services of Manchester wishes all area athletes and coaches the best of luck.
Winthrop Locker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop by the Winthrop Locker for a large selection of award-winning bacon, sausage, jerky, a variety of broad steaks, and more. Visit them online at winthroplocker.com and on Facebook.
Susie Meyer with Exit Realty has been serving the Manchester, Delhi, and surrounding areas with all their real estate needs. Call Susie Meyer with Exit Realty. She has a proven track record and is ready to work for you. Good luck in tournament action from Susie Meyer with Exit Realty.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
C&J Dirt Works in Delaware is here to help you with your tile work, new construction, rock hauling, and more. Contact Chad at C&J Dirt Works to help you with your spring and summer projects, offering free estimates.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Community Insurance in Edgewood is proud to support all area athletes and wish them the best of luck in tournament action for all of your auto, farm, business, and home insurance. Community Insurance in Edgewood, cheering you on to victory.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Welcome to Ram Truck Month at Tauke Motors in Dyersville. Mitch Tauke here to let you know about the few remaining 2018 Ram trucks we have on hand, which are priced to sell. We only have 3 Ram 2500s remaining, which are all priced up to 12% off. That's over $7,000 off MSRP. We also have a 2019 Ram 1500 Classic Crew Cab 4x4 priced at nearly 30% off, which is over $11,000 off when you finance with Chrysler Capital. Just because it's Ram Truck Month doesn't mean that we do not have great deals on our other brand new Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles on the lot. Stop in today and visit with us about your next new vehicle. You can find us on Highway 136 in Dyersville at Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Or visit us at taukemotors.com and follow us on Facebook.
Want a new job or to advance your career? We've got training for them. In 6 months or less, you'll get the training you need to move ahead and make more money. Northeast Iowa Community College Business and Community Solutions offers a variety of certificates that allow you to work and take hands-on classes in career areas that local employers want. It's your future. Register today at nicc.edu/CPC.
Sedona Staffing Services celebrates 25 years in business. Over the next year, as a way to give thanks, Sedona Staffing will be donating a total of $25,000 to local charities. Each month, a total of $2,500 will be awarded to the local nonprofit that receives the most votes in the communities where the Sedona offices are located. Sedona Staffing in Monticello invites you to vote for a Monticello area nonprofit organization of your choice. Go to careerpros.com to cast your votes daily between now and February 26th. The winning nonprofit will be announced on March 6th in the Monticello Express and on Facebook. Thank you from the staff for choosing Sedona Staffing Services. Get to voting.
If you are fed up with the constant cleaning of hard water or rust stains, dealing with sulfur smells or bacteria, it's time to give Hauser's a call today. Since 1949, Hauser's Water Systems has specialized in treating both municipal and well water, providing customers with the best service and experience the industry has to offer. With our top-of-the-line, made-in-America products from Water Care, we will work with you to find the best solution for any headaches associated with your water. Stop in and see our showroom or visit us at hauserswater.com. Hauser's Water Systems. Water is all we do.
What does your future look like? Where do you see yourself in 10 or 20 years? Still working or planning for retirement? Whether you're golfing, traveling, or watching your grandkids grow up, you can't do the things you want to do if you're worried about finances. We have a team of financial experts and a host of retirement products to get you where you want to be. Because at G&B Bank, we're expanding financial horizons. Find out how at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
With the recent cold snap, River Valley Co-op has a few reminders for you. Layer up. Layering gives you options as it begins to warm up to just peel away a layer of clothing to cool down as needed. Wear a hat and jacket with a hood to protect your head and face. Bundling up helps retain heat that could be lost through our heads during
152-pound state qualifier, Elijah Demmer from Western Dubuque, and you're listening to State Wrestling Action on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And welcome back in to the 2019 State Wrestling Tournament. Jamie Vansky, Roger Reed, Zach McCool back along with you as we are ready to go with Elijah Demmer up on mat number 2. As Demmer, in his first-round match, is going to take on Bryson Hervel of Waverly Shellrock. As Demmer, a senior, 26-5. Hervel, a senior, at 36-8. Should be a good first-round matchup here at 152.
Well, it certainly will be, as Hervel is the number 4 seed here, so it's going to be a tough matchup for Demmer. So I'll tell you what, never count out the Bobcats, as we saw that in Dawson Bierman's first match here, down 4-0, winning by a fall over Jacob Penrith from Cedar Falls. So we'll see if Elijah Demmer can follow suit here, taking on a very tough Gohawk in Hervel. But there's Demmer in on a low single. Let's see if he can finish it. Shin Whizzer by Hervel as Demmer reaches down and grabs that right heel. Might get potentially dangerous here, and we're off the edge of the mat. Back in. Great shot, Zach, for Demmer.
Yeah, did a nice job. I'd like to see him circle, maybe get to his feet right there on the edge of the mat, but unfortunately he ran out of real estate right there, so he's got to continue to hit those low single shots and continue to move the corners.
Well, what I like he's doing right now is he's really working the head, working that left arm of Hervel. Again, Waverly Shellrock coming up second in the state duels last night, so a late night for them. There's a double in. Demmer deep on a double on Hervel. Let's see if he can finish it. Cuts across to a single. Hard whizzer there by Hervel. Reshot now by Hervel as he's got the left leg of Demmer trapped. Demmer trying to get a scramble. He's draped over the top of Hervel and through the legs. Might be a fall here by Hervel as Demmer's going to have to bail out, let go and give up the 2. That was a wise decision by Demmer as Hervel came out the back door and stacked up Demmer. And that was close to a fall there for Hervel.
He caught both of his legs right there and kind of just sat back into him, and it was really, really close of getting both of his shoulders pinned on the mat right there.
28 seconds left to go. First period, Hervel up 2-0. Again, Demmer in on a couple of great shots, not able to finish him. And that was a reshot by Hervel and hit the mark on that low single. Then coming out of the scramble for a 2-point takedown is the senior from Waverly Shellrock. Here comes a crossbody ride now by Hervel as he's got Demmer belly down off the center of the mat, left center of the mat. Mat number 2, the all-red mat to our far right. And that's going to do it for period number 1. And it's going to be Demmer's choice. Let's just see what he decides to do. He's going to defer over to Hervel. Bryson Hervel, very long, lean, 152-pounder for the Gohawks. And again, Gohawks coming up 10 points short last night as it lost to Southeast Polk 37-27. So the Gohawks with a little motivation to get back at it here in the individual state championships. There's a 1-point escape now by Hervel as he came to an outside stand-up and then rotated on that left knee. Long single shot by Hervel. Nice front headlock by Demmer. Let's see if he can snap Hervel down. Short drag attempt by Hervel. Demmer will have to come back up to his feet, square off Hervel. Hervel still maintaining control of the right elbow of Elijah Demmer. And Demmer tries to snap Hervel down. Hervel in on another low single on the reshot. He's going to try to spike that right heel of Demmer. Demmer now in a great down block. Got his hips in. Hervel's knee slides into a double. Hard whizzer. Now reshot by Demmer as he drops in low. Let's see if he can elevate. 111 left to go on our clock. And Hervel's going to snap the head of Demmer down and try to hit a go behind, going from right to left. And Demmer's going to have to move or give up 2, and he gave up 2 right there, Zach. He stopped moving down underneath. Another great shot, but he stopped his movement.
Kind of the same story of the last 2 matches here. They're taking really, really good offensive shots, but at the same point, they're not able to finish it. They're getting stuck underneath.
And give credit to the strong hips of Hervel. You know, his record is 39-8, 36-8 coming in. I think he was 3-0 yesterday, so great day for him. Up 5-0 is Bryson Hervel. So Demmer's got some work to do underneath, working some hand control. Off the edge of the mat they go. So 27 seconds left to go in period number 2. Let's look at the bracket. The winner of this match will have
right here, Cade Moss from Johnston.
Cade Moss from Johnston. He's your number 5 seed at 33, now 34 and 6. So the winner will have Cade Moss, and the loser will have Bane Broderick from Dallas Center Grimes. He's a senior at 23 and 11. All right, back to action we go. On the set, there's the start. Here comes a crossbody ride by Herval on the right side of Demmer. He's working a power half Nelson on the left. 5 seconds left to go. So Demmer's going to go the third period down by 5, and it's going to be his choice. So, Zach, I'm not sure where you go. Probably back neutral. And Coach Cleary says, you bet. Back to neutral. You've had some opportunities on your feet. Let's see if he can hit the mark again. Both of these teams here, Western Dubuque wrestling 3 tough duels yesterday also. So maybe a little leg weary, maybe a little body weary here. Zach, we'll see if Elijah Demmer can do with this last 2 minutes of this third period.
Yeah, we talk about this every year. As you got, as you continue to move through this tournament and keep getting matches, your body starts to break down a little bit. You get tired. You got to make sure you get the right food in you and you come out here ready to go, or else that can hit you really hard. So both these guys wrestling yesterday, it's pretty tough to come back after 3 full matches back to back to back right away.
Well, another shot by Demmer. Again, he gets caught underneath Herval. Herval with the front headlock and trying to hit a go-behind as he's stuffed in the head. Demmer now trying to hit a Kelly. He's in on Herval. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. I think you almost better cut him here, Zach. You got 115. Now hard crossface by Demmer from left to right, trying to set up a crossface cradle on Herval. And Herval's got to get his hips up and shake Demmer off. So we'll go back to neutral. 1-point escape for Herval. And Demmer with a minute left. He's down by 4. Another sweep single attempt by Demmer. Short drag, reshot by Herval. He's got Demmer elevated. Now he's going to rotate to the head of Demmer. And Demmer trapped underneath Herval one more time. Herval looks like he's after a go-behind. He's going to stuff the head of Demmer, grab the right ankle, and pull himself behind for a 2-point takedown. It's now 8-2 with 40 seconds left to go. I like what Demmer was doing right there, Zach. Again, he got in on a great shot, and he stopped his motion underneath.
Yeah, you got to continue to elevate and hit those shots. And he did a nice job of getting to a sweep, but just ended up just stopping right there.
Yeah, 23 seconds left to go. Herval's going to burn some clock here with a cross-body ride on the right side of Demmer. Cross-body ride's going to kick the leg out now and go to a claw ride. Tight waist with the left, claw ride with the right. He's under the right arm and wrapped around the neck of Elijah Demmer is Bryson Herval. And that's going to do it with 5 seconds left. Demmer tries to get to his feet for one more flurry. Not going to happen as Herval front trips him back down to the mat. And it's going to be a very hard-fought 8-2 loss for Elijah Demmer. So he will come back on the back side, gentlemen, and he will take on Bane Broderick, the senior from Dallas Center Grimes, who's 23 and 11. So an opportunity. He's going to have to got an hour about Jamie. And he's going to have to regroup and then come back and get that win over Broderick, or Elijah Demmer's career at Western Dubuque will be over.
Yeah, and he's got to like you said, flush that match right there. Zach, you mentioned you got to get maybe a little bit of a bite to eat in you. Nutrition, good nutrition. You got to get ready to come back on that backside, because you certainly don't want to get bumped from the tournament this early. And for Elijah Demmer, that's definitely not what he's looking for. He's got hopes of coming down here and being a state place winner. So it all starts with that next match here for Elijah Demmer. Well, coming up at 160 pounds on deck, it'll be Riker Karimsky, the number 3 seed from Western Dubuque. He will be on deck. He'll be the next match called up. So we will take another short break and come back with that match with Riker Karimsky right after this. You're listening to the 2019 State Wrestling Tournament from KMCH Sports.
Nutrien Ag Solutions in Winthrop, the world's largest provider of crop inputs and services. Contact Nutrien Ag Solutions in Winthrop to profit from their experience.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Himes Awards provides high-quality awards and custom laser engraving for any occasion. Himes Awards, located inside the Pro Shop of Lightning Lanes in Manchester. Stop in or go to HimesAwards.com.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
This is senior 160-pound state qualifier Riker Krimsky from Western Dubuque, and you're listening to State Wrestling Action on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back into the Wells Fargo Arena, along with in-studio producer, KMCH News Director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed, Zach McCool back along with you. Riker Krimsky up on mat number 8, as Krimsky will be taking on Lincoln Willett of Cedar Falls. So, good opportunity here, as this will be the second Bobcat that we'll see take on Cedar Falls. Cedar Falls Tiger and new head coach.
You know, I haven't seen Western Dubuque Bobcats
Chris Ortner
very, very often this year, and haven't seen these guys, but Riker is very, very strong up top. As he's standing there at this table, and I just see his muscles just bulging at his top half and his lower half right there, and hopefully that comes up. And right there, hitting a nice shot and finishing right away is great.
Well, that was just a great blast double as he got in on Willett and did what Schemmer had trouble doing, and that's finishing his shot. So I like what Krimsky did right there. He got in quickly and backed right out, elevated that right leg of Willett. Willett hit him with a whizzer, and Krimsky shoved him off the edge of the mat. So we will go back to the middle. Yes, indeed, Riker Krimsky, about 5'5", and he is full of those fast twitch, powerful muscles. Zach McCool, as we're seeing it right there, once again in on a single, cuts across to a double, sits Willett on his backside for a 2-point takedown, and he's gonna trade 2 for 1 right now, which is pretty good strategy as long as it keeps working.
This is a great time right here, first match in the traditional state tournament right here for him just to come out here and hit his offense as it's coming pretty easy for him right now, and he's got to just keep the pace up and keep hitting his shots and keep moving here.
He's doing a great job attacking the right knee of Lincoln Willett. Willett is a sophomore from Cedar Falls coming in here at 18 and 17, so probably not one of those guys that you thought would be a state qualifier, but having a great district. And Krimsky now trying to hit that double again. Willett's going to down block and sag and go in defensive posture right here. There's a nice elbow bump by Krimsky, drops in on a double, sits Willett on his backside, 38 seconds left to go in period number 1, and Krimsky is going to keep Willett down this time. Wrap him up with the tight weights with the left, the chop with the right, trying to set a leg jerk up. And now crossbody right by Krimsky. You wouldn't figure that out of a 5'5" guy, but he's got the leg in deep, and it comes with a hard crossface to far shoulder. He's going to try to take Willett to his back for some near fall points, and Willett is going to go belly down here and hug the mat.
You got another figure 4 down here that we saw several times of the body, and so once again, I don't know if it's just some of those referees like to call that, some of them let them wrestle in that situation, but very nice job by Riker right there.
First period is going to come to a close, and he's going to lead 6-2, and he will choose down 3 takedowns for Krimsky, 2 escapes for Willett, and Krimsky will choose down. And right back to action we go on the whistle. Outside stand-up by Krimsky. Going to rotate that left knee in. And Willett's going to drop in and pick up the single. Hard whizzer by Krimsky. Going to sit out and face Willett. Let's see if he can turn that into 2. Willett's going to keep knee sliding into that single. He's going to try to hook that right leg of Krimsky. Krimsky in a hard whizzer. Now shin whizzer. Krimsky's going to crowd Willett with his hips. And we'll see if he can sit. He's got Willett sitting on his right hip right now. We're going to get a quick stalemate right there. Boy, oh boy, that was a quick stalemate, Zach.
Yeah, because he could have bull rushed him right there to his back, and I think he was on his way to doing that.
Yeah, a referee, a quick stalemate. Got a new group of referees. Didn't see any of these guys yesterday, I don't think.
Yeah,
a few of them,
yes.
Jamie?
Yep.
All right. Got a few in from yesterday that were doing the state duels, but a lot of new faces here this morning. Stand up by Krimsky. Willett will drop in and pick up the left leg. Krimsky's going to hit him with a whizzer. Now see if Krimsky can slide his left leg out and sit out and face Willett. Willett right now hanging on. There's a nice, clears that ankle. Sit out in the face. There's a 1-point escape by Krimsky. He's going to drop right in on a double. He's going to crowd Willett for another 2-point takedown. It's quickly 9-2 with a minute left to go in the second period. So Krimsky on a mission, getting the job done so far.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right here, staying on his offense and just keeping the pace of this match at his pace, not getting slowed down at all. So he's doing a very, very nice job.
Well, he is the third seed. He's 37-1. So he wrestled twice yesterday and picked up a couple of wins for the Bobcats. So he's 37-1, having a great senior campaign for the Western Dubuque Bobcats, and we are seeing why right here. He has one speed, and it is full, and he keeps the pressure on all the time. And he's got a far side half Nelson right now on Lincoln Willett, trying to crank him over. Now drive cradle, trying to lock up a near side cradle on the left side, the right side. 12 seconds left to go. Willett on all fours, based out. Krimsky trying to hit him with a cross-face cradle, and Willett will block him off with that left leg. Hard, tight waist by Krimsky. There's the second period over, 9-2 lead for Krimsky, and it'll be Willett's choice.
He's got to find a way right there. Willett's got a very nice hard base right there, good foundation. He's got to find a way to break him down and get to his pinning combinations right here. So right now it's a little frustrating for him, I'm sure, as Willett just continues to strong base out on all fours.
And we'll see what happens right here. Willett will choose down. Okay, so it's side by side. So Jake Hush from Western Dubuque just got called to mat 6. So a side by side here. So we'll have two Bobcats going next door to each other. Krimsky on the blue mat, mat 8, and Hush will step right on the red mat, mat number 6. Krimsky with another 2-point takedown. Excuse me, a reversal. No, excuse me. He let Willett loose for a 1-point escape. Now Krimsky with a 2-point takedown. It's 11-3 right now, and we're going to get a stalemate right there. Let's see. Should be Willett down. Should be Willett down. Yes, it is Willett down. And Krimsky's going to go on top. 11-3, 1:19 left to go. We'll have to spy Jake Hush right next door, taking on Brennan Meacham. He's a junior from Indianola at 41-9, and Hush is the number 5 seed, Jamie. So a pretty good draw there for the junior from Western Dubuque.
Yeah, it really was. Like you said, he's going to take on Meacham, the Indianola Indian here. As I tell you what, Jake Hush only saw him in, I believe, one match yesterday, and he looked pretty good in that final match against West Des Moines Valley. So good to see Jake Hush here today, getting that one match, a little warm-up match in yesterday.
Well, exactly right. Well, we'll go to mat number 8 because Krimsky has a drive cradle, near side cradle on Willett. He's trying to dump him to his backside, and once again, Willett in all fours basing out. So Krimsky will break the cradle, and he'll set Meacham on his right hip and then climb the body with the tight waist. 29 seconds left to go. Krimsky will take on the winner of Savian Wheat from Fort Dodge, and I think Hayden Friedrichsen from Urbandale won that match by a fall. That was on mat number 6, so I think Krimsky will have a matchup with the Urbandale Jayhawk, Friedrichsen. All right, 8 seconds left to go. Krimsky's going to advance on the front side, so great match. Hard-fought match, 11-3, a very defensive-minded Willett. But Krimsky's going to win that match by major decision, 11-3, and he will advance to take on Friedrichsen from Urbandale. Great job there, Jamie, by Krimsky. Looking good as always.
Yeah, he is, and that's the start he wanted, and just getting those first-round jitters out of the way, those first-round woes, and as the number 3 seed, that's a heck of a way to start if you're Riker Krimsky.
Well, let's go right next door to mat number 6. On the blue mat, it's still 0-0 with Hush and Meacham. Now, Meacham, very, very deceptive looking there, not very muscular at all, Zach, and but he's won 41 matches, so probably look for something. I'm not sure what he does well. He didn't take a shot there at all.
Yeah, the other thing is Indianola has a pretty tough schedule also. So when he can win 41 matches in the conference that they're in, and they continue to fight here in Des Moines in the Metro, so he's got to find a way to score some points here.
All right, he's going to choose down, and he's going to come right to a stand-up, and that's going to be a really nice back trip by Hush. But another stand-up by by Meacham, and Meacham's going to split the hands of Hush and score a one-point escape here. So with 1:38 left to go in the second period, it's going to be a 1-0 lead by Brennan Meacham. And we're going back to neutral, and underhook by Meacham on the right side of Hush. Hush has an overhook. Hush trying to set up a fireman's carry, it looks like, as Meacham's blocking him off with his head. Got to be careful here as Meacham's going to slap a standing front headlock on Hush and try to snap him down. Hush very explosive. We saw him attack last night in that last duel as the Bobcats finished in 7th place here over West Des Moines Valley. Hush is very, very explosive. Like to see him get in on that double that he shoots so well and that sweep single using his quickness and explosiveness. He's content right now, Zach, to go upper body with Meacham, and Meacham is just crowding him and blocking him off with his head.
Yeah, Jake Hush, he overtowers Meacham right now, and you like to see him get heavy on that neck and heavy on that head, and right now he's he's got that overhook instead of getting on top of that neck and continue to put pressure on there. So I think if he continues to stay on top of that head and move him side to side, I think he can hit that black double.
Well, 29 seconds left to go in the second period, and in the corner there is Coach Cleary and longtime Bobcat coach and assistant there, Tom Danner, for the Bobcat Nation there in the corner, coaching chair. Upper body again by Meacham, and he's going to go an underhook on the right side of Hush. Hush with an overhook. 8 seconds left to go, and Meacham has just been pushing and shoving. No offense, no shots whatsoever. Hush is trying to clear those arms. Every time he tries to clear the arms, Meacham locks him up with an overhook or an underhook. Hush's choice, he will choose down to start period number 3 behind 1-0, and he will have to go to the blood corner there to get that nose taken care of very quickly. So waiting in the wings at weight class 182. We don't have any, we just started weight class 182. We have number 2 seed Devin Ludwig. And as Jamie said earlier, taking on Griffin Gamble. They wrestled last night, and I believe, Jamie, if I'm right, Ludwig with a 7-2 win or something like that.
Yeah, it was one of those matches, looking at that first round match and your opponent for the first round of state, he did really well against Griffin Gamble.
All right, so we're back to action. Hush with a nice stand-up, knee slide to a stand-up. He's going to split the hands of Meacham. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be the guy that scores the first takedown here that's going to win this match. And right now, Meacham comes right back to an underhook on the right side of Jake Hush. And again, I'm not sure, Zach. He just gets that underhook and he doesn't do anything with it other than try to lift it. And no offense whatsoever by Meacham. And Hush is trying to split those hands. I think if Hush tapped and go on Meacham, might have an opportunity for that blast double.
I think there's so much pressure going on right now. I think the first person to lower his level is going to end up getting in pretty deep on a shot. So you'd like to see right now Jake Hush get after it and lower his level instead of continue to upper body.
I just try to tap and go on a low single. Once again, Meacham with an underhook pulled Hush up out of the underhook, out of the shot with an underhook. Under a minute now, 59 seconds and counting. Knotted up on the scoreboard, 1-1 in a dogfight here. Number 5 seed Jake Hush from Western Dubuque in a dogfight with Brennan Meacham, the Indianola Indian there at 41-9. 43 seconds. Hush in a square stance, and Meacham staggered stance, leading with that left leg. Hush now working the head of Meacham. He had that snap there, Zach, and didn't pull the trigger. I'd like to see him do that one more time as he's got Meacham off balance. There's a low single to a shot by Hush, and he's going to miss its mark. And here comes what else? An underhook by Meacham, and Meacham's going to try to snap Hush down. Hush is going to bring Meacham up with an overhook, and off the edge of the mat they go. 18 seconds left. Might have an overtime here. There's a long single shot by Hush. Reshot now by Meacham. Hush is going to try to hip toss Meacham. He's got an overhook. There's a long high crotch shot by Hush. 5 seconds left to go, and we're going to have overtime. And Meacham finally drops in on a shot. He drops to his knee, and Hush tried to crowd him. And here's that gut check time, Zach. overtime, first round of the state tournament.
Find that burst. Find that one burst. Hit that deep shot and get in there.
Well, I'd like to see a stalling call on Meacham is what I'd like to see, because Hush just took 2 shots in a row, at least showing some offense from his feet. But once again, Meacham with that underhook pulling Hush out from underneath. There's a long single shot by Meacham, and opportunity there for Hush to hit a go behind. And once again, Meacham quickly to his feet. Meacham in on a shot. Now an overhook by Hush. Hush finally snaps Meacham down. 27 seconds left to go. Front headlock now by Hush. Standing front headlock now. He goes to an underhook. There's Meacham. Drops in on a single. Momentarily has Hush posted on his right hip. And off the edge of the mat they go. So Hush back to the center. Meacham back to the center. 17 seconds left to go. Boy, wouldn't you give us for a double leg takedown right now by Jake Hush. As Meacham, there's a tap and go by Hush. Misses its mark on the right leg. Like to see his warning. Double overhook now by Meacham. High crotch by Meacham. Hush pulls him out of the high crotch. And we're going to go to period number 5. Still 1-1. And it's going to be Meacham's choice. He's going to defer. No, he's going to take down. He's going to take down. Hush takes a look at the scoreboard. Now you can see why Meacham, if he wrestles like that in every match, he's very hard to penetrate there.
He slows down the pace of the match really, really well with those underhooks. Doesn't do much out of it, but just slows down everything.
There's a stand-up by Meacham, and Hush is going to drop in on a single. Again, this period's 30 seconds, so Hush has a single, going to get stalling against Hush as he's going to try to bring Meacham down. He's got a drive cradle, and he misses the lock on it. And that's going to drop back in on a single, stalling against Hush. He's going to have to climb the body. 4 seconds. Great job by Jake Hush here. And he's going to go the fifth period, 6th period now. And it's going to be Hush's choice. He's going to have to choose down as Meacham loses his headgear. Zach.
He's still got to do a nice job, even if he gets away here, to stay on his offense and stay in the center of the mat, because it's that stalling call with that leg up in the air could go against him. So he's got to really keep wrestling here.
You're exactly right. 30 seconds on the clock. Meacham is going to readjust his headgear here as it came off during that scramble, trying to get a snap back up. Referee's going to go over and help him. Jake Hush gets set. Coach Cleary, no hair. We can see why. I'll tell you what, a couple of tight matches here. And there's a stand-up by Hush. Let's see if he can split the hands of Meacham. Meacham's going to try to drop in on a single. Nice job by Hush. Going to score 1. Now we're going to go back to neutral here. Meacham goes right back to that underhook. Hush is going to go to a hard collar tie with the right. Try to snap Meacham down. Meacham now with an underhook on the right side of Jake Hush. Again, not using those underhooks. He's just content trying to elevate Hush. A sweep single attempt by Meacham, and Hush is going to crowd him. Off the edge of the mat they go. 3 seconds left, I believe, Zach.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Hush has to take a step forward. He's been warned for stalling, and that's going to do it right there. Nice win by Jake Hush. Hard-fought win. 2-1 win there. Jamie, that was a gut check right there for Jake Hush, and he answered the call.
Yeah, it really was. And to get that kind of match in the first round is just great for Jake Hush. You know, you come out and get that win, have that hard-fought win in the first round you could see Jake Hush gain a lot of momentum because of that, as he wrestled well, and good to see is now our third Bobcat that advanced to tomorrow's round. The only loss was Elijah Demmer at 152 pounds. He'll come back yet this afternoon, as he will wrestle. I think we're going to have Ludwig up.
Mat number 7. Yep.
Perfect. Mat 7. Devin Ludwig coming to the mat, the number 2 seed, again taking on Griffin Gamble.
Jamie, will Jake Hush take on Blake Underwood?
Yes, he will.
Okay, the number 4 seed.
58-second fall he had.
Okay, so Underwood from West Des Moines Valley, and I'm not sure if they wrestled last night. I know Western Dubuque beat Valley for that 7th place match.
No, they did not.
They did not wrestle last night, so maybe thinking they would meet today or tomorrow. Actually, it'd be tomorrow now in that quarterfinal round match. So,
Mat 7.
Mat 7. We have Devin Ludwig, the number 2 seed for the Western Dubuque Bobcats here at 32-2. think he wrestled twice yesterday, 34-2 for the Bobcats, taking on Griffin Gamble, the freshman from Waukee. So again, they wrestled yesterday with Ludwig winning 7-2, and it was just a hard-fought match. You know, Jamie and Zach, we talk about freshmen stepping into the lineup usually at 106 and 113 and 120, but very rarely do you see freshmen step in at those upper weights and experience some success. But Graham has won 35 matches.
Yeah, he has, and we saw that. We're seeing that with West Delaware's Wyatt Volker, stepping in at 170 as a freshman and winning a lot of matches. But, hey, this is a whole nother weight class at 182. You're not wrestling too many other freshmen. You're going to wrestle a bunch of upperclassmen.
As we say that, nice double leg takedown by Devin Ludwig as he gets in deep on the legs of Gamble and sets him on his backside, quickly covers him up. Now, Ludwig's going to go to an inside wrist on the right. Now hard crossface is going to drop the inside wrist. Hard crossface from right to left. Let's see if Ludwig can use that length and set up that crossface cradle. He's trying to plant that left hand. And we're going to get a blood time out. I'm not sure if it's Gamble. I believe it is Gamble as that crossface from Devin Ludwig hit its mark right there. And Gamble's going to have to go to the blood corner for a quick timeout there to get that taken care of. So I like what Devin Ludwig's doing right now, and that's starting fast and then being tough with his ride.
Yeah, you'd like to see him get some back points here at the end of this first period, and he's doing that right now, is working and breaking down his base and getting in that cross face. And now he's actually looking to possibly, I think he's signaling to the referee to say both up, so he might be letting him go at intentional release to go get more onto his offense.
Yes, he is. A good call there, Zach, and probably a good strategy there by Ludwig as he got in on that very, very nice shot. Again, using his length, long and lean, 182-pounder. Devin Ludwig taking on a short, stocky Gamble from from Waukee. 10 seconds left to go. I'm not sure with short time, Zach, you might have thought about riding him out, but Ludwig's going to take his chances right there, and as the time runs out, no points there. It's going to be Gamble's choice. He's going to defer. No, he's not. He's going to take down. He's going to choose down, so Ludwig will ride on top. If he can set up that cross-face cradle, he's going to ride the left side. Knee slide to a stand-up by Gamble. Nice front trip by Ludwig. He's going to put a cross body ride in. Now high thigh ride by Ludwig. Hard crossface from left to right. Looking for that crossface cradle. He can shove the elbow. Gamble's doing a nice job staying very defensive right here. Ludwig very tough on top. Gamble staying defensive, not giving Ludwig anything to work with. So opportunity for Ludwig to maintain his lead here, 2-1 by that tough ride, and he's controlling the hips of Gamble, Zach. And if you're going to be tough on top, you got to control hips.
Yeah, I think Devin Ludwig right here kind of knows his opponent, especially after yesterday and wrestling him in a match. He just knows that he kind of balls up and keeps a good face, and it's tough to turn him. So I see the intentional release is exactly what he's going to do right here and give him 1 point, tying this match 2-2. Now he's really got to get on his offense.
Well, he certainly does, and these two wrestled yesterday, so when you wrestle somebody the second time, Gamble's thinking, I'm not going to give him what he wants. So Ludwig's going to have to switch up here, maybe look for his number two takedown here. He's doing a great job working ahead of Gamble. Gamble short and stocky, standing in a square stance. Ludwig staggered stance, leading with that leg. There's Ludwig in on that double. Cat Quick, the Cat Quick senior from Western Dubuque, got in on that double, and that was just a great shot, low level on that double. Finished it up and picked up a 2-point near fall off of it. So a nice job by the senior from Western Dubuque, the number 2 seed here in the tournament.
That's exactly what you're looking for right there, Roger, is go on feet to back, get some back points, especially if he can't do it when he's on top right here. So that was a nice job of picking up 2 back points once and finished the shot and put him right to his backside.
And he goes right to work using that length with a hard crossface from left to right, trying to set up that that crossface cradle. And with 7 seconds left to go, I don't think you're going to see Devin Ludwig let Gamble up at this point. He's going to continue to grind and pound and keep Gamble down, and he does. And we're going to go to the third period. It's going to be Ludwig's choice. See where he decides to go. Looks to his corner, and he's going to choose down. We're getting the freshman from Waukee tangling with a very tough Bobcat here. And there's a nice stand-up by Ludwig. Clears that arm, gets to his feet. He's going to split the hands of Gamble for 1 point escape. That was just a nice job of Ludwig coming up, clearing the arms, and then using great hand control to pop his hips free there, Zach. And we're back to our feet in neutral position.
Yeah, you continue to talk about building leads here. These matches are never over, as we saw earlier, and that's why it was important for him to get to his feet. Now he's got to continue to stay in good position because this match has still got, plenty of time here to get in trouble. So he's got to continue to stay low.
All right, a minute 30 left. Double leg takedown by Ludwig. He's going to score 2 on the edge of the mat as he kept his feet in. Nice job there. He just had a lot of success. Snapped the head, popped the head of Gamble, and then went right in. Kept his motion going forward. Went right in and grabbed right behind both knees of Gamble and set Gamble right down on his backside and quickly covered him up. So a 9-2 lead now with 1:18 left to go. And Ludwig comes right back with that tight waist chop, and he's got Gamble belly down in the middle of the mat. Now Gamble up on all fours. Ludwig goes to the right side, now back to the left side with the tight waist. Ludwig trying to throw a cross body right in. He does. Now a power half Nelson by Ludwig as Gamble is up on all fours. And Ludwig's quickly going to come out of the legs, and now he's going to cut Gamble loose for a 1 point escape. Now it's 9-3. Now you just got to watch out here. You don't want to get thrown to your back, Zach. You're up by 6. And Gamble all of a sudden catches fire here as he taps and goes on Ludwig, and he tries to attack that left leg. A reshot now by Ludwig. He's in on a single, and no points here. Ludwig's going to have to elevate. 30 seconds left to go. It's 9-3. See if he can pop his head out. Gamble's got his hold of his left ankle, trying to stuff his head and spin. Ludwig did a nice job of staying square right there, so Gamble couldn't go behind.
Nice thing you saw right there is Ludwig ended up getting in a reshot and getting in deep right there and just didn't end up finishing. So he's staying on his offense even though he's up by 6 and doing a nice job of continuing to move through this bracket and working his offense.
Long shot by Gamble. It's 9-3. 8 seconds left to go. And Devin Ludwig is going to peek at the clock. 7 seconds. And this match is going to wind down here. 2-on-1 by Ludwig. He's going to drop it on a low single. Still after shot. Oh, boy. 2 point takedown as time expired. Not going to get it, but it's going to be a very nice 9-3 win by Devin Ludwig. So he will have a 24-hour break. And he'll get to go relax a little bit. And his opponent, we just saw Destin Schrader from Newton win 3-1. That was on mat number 8 right next door. Schrader winning 3-1. He's from Newton. He's a junior at 36-4. So that would be a great matchup, and we'll see that. That quarterfinal round matchup. We'll see that tomorrow. So, Jamie, good round by the Bobcats.
Yeah, it certainly was. You lost one match there in Elijah Demmer, and tell you what, the Bobcats wrestled well. The matches they won, they looked really good in those. Started with Dawson Bierman at 113 pounds, and of course we did get a request to cover Joe Pins from Dubuque Hempstead as his first round match he won by fall over Sam Callum of Ankeny. So Joe Pins advances to the quarterfinals. He'll now take on Christian Stanek from Cedar Rapids Xavier as Joe Pins, the number 2 seed, advanced. So quick recap of this first round for the Bobcats. It was Dawson Bierman with a 4-minute and 8-second fall over Jakey Penrith of Cedar Falls. Tomorrow in the quarterfinals, he will take on top-seeded Drake Ayala of Fort Dodge. At 152 pounds, Elijah Demmer lost 8-2 to Bryson Hervel of Waverly Shellrock in the first round. He'll come back here in a little bit and take on Bane Broderick of Dallas Center Grind. 160 pounds, Riker Karimski with an 11-3 major decision over Lincoln Willett of Cedar Falls, as now Karimski will take on Hayden Friedrichsen of Urbandale in the quarterfinals tomorrow. And Jay Cush with a 2-1 overtime win over Brennan Meacham. He will take on Blake Underwood of West Des Moines Valley in the quarterfinals tomorrow. And Devin Ludwig with a 9-3 win over Griffin Gamble of Waukee. And who did you say his opponent was going to be?
That's going to be Destin Schroeder
of Newton, who won over Justin Brindley of Southeast Polk. So we are going to take another short break. As before we do that, I want to thank some of our sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH: Rockin' 5K Barbecue, River's Edge Construction, the Good Neighbors Society, Watsy Insurance, the Edgewood Reminder, Champion Seeds, Trivet Associates, and Kramer Brothers Dairy. We'll take a break and come back with Elijah Demmer's consolation round match, as they're at 220 pounds. Again, he's at 152, so it'll be a little bit longer break here before we see Elijah Demmer coming up against Bane Broderick of Dallas Center Grimes. Once again, for Roger Reed and Zach McCool, this is Jamie Vaskey. We'll be back in just a little bit as you're listening to the 2019 State Wrestling Tournament on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Beck's, the largest family-owned retail seed company in the U.S., is dedicated to the needs and profitability of farmers. With access to the most diverse genetic and trait offerings in the world, Beck's provides farmers with the right products for their farm. To place a Beck's seed order, contact your local seed dealers, Don and Lori Kuhn in Coggin, Corey Fobb in Piasta, and the Aurora Elevator.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Looking for a place to gather with family and friends? Your look is over. Gather your family and friends and head to the Hillside Sports Bar and Grill. Join them for some great food and sports before, during, or after the game. Best of luck from everyone at Hillside Sports Bar and Grill in Monticello.
Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor LLC is the go-to spot for all of your farm equipment and servicing needs. Established in 1937, your servicing dealer for farm and outdoor power consumer lines such as Bad Boy Power Mowers, Bush Hog, Woods, Dixon, Kohler engines, Big Dog mowers, and Dolmar chainsaws and weed whips, and specializing in Ellis Chalmers parts and service. Ellis Implement and Outdoor LLC in Coggin, where the color of your equipment doesn't matter.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Moyle Rental Services has the equipment you need to get your jobs done, from skid loaders to high-reach forklifts, man lifts, and more. Stop by and speak with Jason at Moyle Rental Services on Rocky Ridge Road in Manchester.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Come to the Palace Saloon in Dyersville for great food, cold beverages, and friendly atmosphere while cheering on your favorite teams. The Palace Saloon in Dyersville wishes everyone in tournament action the best of luck. Go teams.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Wolf Cool Electric, your full-service electrical contractor with a wide range of services for residential, commercial, agricultural, and sales, installation, and service of solar and wind energy systems. Contact Wolf Cool Electric in Delhi today for a free estimate.
Put a little south in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
River's Edge Construction wishes all the area athletes the best of luck in tournament action. If construction plans are in your future, call Lyle Palmer at 563-920-0046. River's Edge Construction can help you with your residential and commercial new construction and remodeling plans. Call River's Edge Construction in Manchester today.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Angela Weinkoff with Wapsie Insurance Services in Anamosa wish all area athletes the best of luck in tournament play. Just like the area coaches, Wapsie Insurance Services can come up with a plan for you.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Anyone can win a game, but it takes a lot more to be a champion. It takes hard work, dedication, and teamwork. That's what the athletes and teams of the area bring to every game, and it's what Champion Seed does as well with its all-star dealer team. Don't just play to win. Plant champion. Finish stronger.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth in the classroom and in the gym. Best of luck to all area athletes in tournament play from your dairy experts, Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The President's Day sale at Honey Creek Furniture and Flooring in Manchester this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Queen-size mattress and box sets for $297.20. Twin mattress and box sets for $168.74. Four-drawer chests only $71.10. Two-tone brown sofa now just $397.40. Closeout Lazy Boy rocker recliner starting at $287 and lamp starting at $25. Sale prices are store-wide, so bring your truck. Honey Creek will be closing at 3 p.m. on Thursday and closed all day Friday to prepare for this sale. Doors open at 9 a.m. sharp on Saturday, February 16th. No early birds, please. Honey Creek Furniture's 21st Annual President's Day sale this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in Manchester.
This is Tammy from Milestones Group. Did you know that about 2/3 of Americans would struggle to come up with $1,000 in the case of an emergency? We at Milestones Group would like to change that. Let us help you start saving for retirement. We can also help with tax and QuickBooks consulting. Start planning for the future today. Give us a call at 927-2572. Schedule an appointment at our new location, Milestones Group, located at 223 West Main, Manchester.
Hey, do you like soup? Wait, what am I saying? Of course you do. Which is great news because Widener's Ice Cream Parlor is serving homemade soup daily. That includes taco twist, broccoli cheddar, and beef stew. You can get a bowl as a meal or get a cup to pair with a sandwich. Whichever one you choose, I'm sure it'll brighten your day. And before you attempt to mention that it's too cold for ice cream, let me tell you about our hand-scooped ice cream from both Blue Bunny and Kemp's. We have flavors that range from strawberry, monster cookie, and jolted cow. We're also offering a pumpkin pie shake as a shake of the month. So, stop in to enjoy some good food and to see me, Sonia, at Widener's Ice Cream Parlor, downtown Manchester. Hope to see you here.
Valentine's week is here again. How about something a little different this year from Sue's Flower and Garden Center in Manchester? Stop in and pick out a bloomy plant for that special someone. We have beautiful azaleas, African violets, tulips, and many succulents to choose from. Why not surprise Grandma and Grandpa with a colorful spinner for the garden, or a miniature thing, or a wind chime? Whether a special daughter, mother, friend, neighbor, or teacher gift. Gift certificates from Sue's Flower and Garden Center make the perfect gift. They can be used later, and you get the rewards now. Sue's Flower and Garden Center on the beautiful north side of Manchester.
Local sports on KMCH brought to you by Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester. Authentic Mexican cuisine for everyone. Lucky Building Service, Manchester. American Family Insurance, Ted Mormon Agent. Clayton Drug, a local pharmacy you can trust. It's Selmy Boutique in Dyersville, helping others find the perfect outfit for any occasion is their passion. And Jane D.
Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store or jcp.com/appliances for details.
And welcome back into the Wells Fargo Arena as we get set for Elijah Demmer coming up at 152 pounds. He will be the next match up as Demmer, losing in the first round 8-2 to Bryson Hervel of Waverly Shellrock, will now take on Bane Broderick from Dallas Center Grimes here at 152 pounds. So Demmer getting ready to go. Again, that's the thing you got to be ready for. If you lose this match, you're out of the tournament. And for Demmer, that'd be the last match of his career.
Yeah, Jamie, he's had too good a career and too good a history with the Western Dubuque Bobcats to be dumped out of the tournament in the first round. So I look for him to come back. I think he's going to be on mat number 8. I look for him to come back and take it on a senior from Dallas Center Grimes, who's 23-11, hasn't wrestled that many matches, Zach. You got an opportunity there to put the 12th loss on Broderick's column there. So I anticipate Demmer coming back with a passion right here to stay in the tournament.
Yeah, you got to continue not to look at records, though, and that's the biggest thing is everybody's basically even right now. You both have a loss in this tournament. So if he just goes out and wrestles his match, and we've all watched Elijah grow up and wrestle for the last how many years, and so if he just stays at what he's used to and continues to stay on his offense, he's going to be just fine in this match.
Well, and he was, as Jamie said, was beaten by a very good Bryson Hervel, the number 4 seed, 8-2 in the first round. Broderick was beaten by Cade Moss, the number 5 seed from Johnston. So we've got these two guys going at it. Demmer was a district runner-up, as was Broderick from Dallas Center Grimes. So we are underway on mat number 8. Very long, lean, tall Broderick. A very, again, short, very stocky Demmer going at it on mat number 8, weight class 152. So the win, you stay in. You lose, you are done. And for Elijah Demmer, this would be the end of his career as a Western Dubuque Bobcat. And I'd like to see him advance and stay in the tournament with his other 4 teammates who were first-round winners. And Jamie will have that recap for us after Demmer's match here. There's a double leg by Demmer. He's in deep. Let's see if he can lift Broderick up off the mat. Broderick's got an underhook. Got to be careful here that you don't get caught in a whip over. There's a throw attempt by Broderick. Demmer's going to catch him. Should be 2. No 2. Thought there might be 2 by Demmer. No 2 scramble as Demmer's on top of Broderick, trying to crowd him with his hips. Paul Cleary, Coach Cleary wanted 2 points, but you can just kind of see Broderick was kind of waiting for a change in pressure, and he got it, and he almost rolled through Demmer to his back. Broderick comes out of the scramble. He's got a single in on Demmer. Then he's going to trip Demmer, and now Broderick will pick up 2. Boy, oh boy, Coach Cleary not happy about that at all, and he wants nothing more than Demmer to stay in the tournament. Great double leg by Demmer, and he didn't quite elevate Broderick enough.
I was just going to say something. I watched Broderick's last match. He ended up throwing the number 5 seed Cade Moss to his back right off the bat and went up like 4-2, got 2 back points. And that's exactly what he's looking for is a scramble roll-around situation. That's exactly what he just got.
So Elijah Demmer down as they went off the edge of the mat, 40 seconds left to go. Demmer trying to set up a reverse Granby cradle. He's got it locked up as Broderick is now sagging on the head of Demmer. Demmer could pop his head out, might have a 2-point reversal. Tell you what, if he gets that reverse Granby cradle set up, he would have 2 reversal and have some back points. Now Broderick trying to set up a spladle on Demmer. Got to be careful here that you don't get caught in a spladle for more back points. 22 seconds left to go. Demmer in good position right now. He's trying to elevate the left leg of Broderick as now he's got his head between the legs of Broderick. He's got Broderick up in the air. Let's see if he can step back here and pick up a 2-point reversal, maybe a stack for a defensive fall. Broderick wrapped around the legs, draped over the back of Demmer. Demmer trying to come out of the scramble with the 2-point reversal, and he's going to run out of time right there, but a great finish by Demmer of a very, very competitive first period here. It's going to be Broderick's choice. He's got the red leg bands. He will choose down. So you called it, Zach. Broderick is a scrambler, and very long, lanky and he loves to get those long levers on top of you. And we're seeing it right there. There's a sit-out turn in by Broderick. Now long double shot by Broderick. Snap and spin attempt by Demmer. And he didn't quite get the corner there. Didn't block off that left arm of Broderick. Broderick came in on a long single shot. Thought Demmer might have a snap and spin for a go-behind and just missed it as Broderick blocked him off. 131 and counting. Like to see Demmer go right back to work on that double and lock both of the legs of Broderick up so he can't wrap him around you. 3-0 is our score. High cracks by Demmer in deep. Got to finish.
Elevate.
As Broderick stuffing the head of Demmer. Demmer's going to circle to the left side, see if he can pick that leg up. Got to be careful here. Like to see him stepping back trip. He does. As Broderick keeps the whizzer in. Demmer's going to cast himself from left to right. He's got Broderick sitting on his back side. Broderick draped over the top of Demmer, stuffing his head. Demmer trying to pop his head out. He's got to get that right arm out, Zach. We're probably going to get a stalemate right here. Got to scramble. Demmer's doing a great job keeping his hips high, but Broderick is over the top now trying to elevate. That's what we talked about, that funkiness of Broderick as Demmer was in deep on a shot. Now a quarter Nelson by Broderick. Demmer right back in a scramble. 40 seconds left to go. His head's in between the legs of Broderick. He's got Broderick elevated. Broderick hanging on to the waist, and now we're going to get a stalemate right there. Boy, you think you got him, guys, and he is something else.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny how Demmer was in there, in on the legs, and all of a sudden, when Broderick was flipped him over, all of a sudden he's on top in a front headlock situation. So, like you said, he's so hard to get down. We saw. Really reminds me of when Ryan Phillips wrestles Jalen Schropp. You know, you get in on a good shot on Schropp, and you just can't finish.
So that long length is giving Demmer some problems right here. Demmer was in on another shot, a quarter Nelson by Broderick. No point exchange there. We will go to the third period with Demmer down 3-0, and it's going to be his choice. Going to have to go down. Have to go down and get an escape and then go right back and find that shot that's going to score 2 to tie it up. Broderick very long and lean, so I imagine he may throw a cross body right in to try to take a little bit out of the sap out of Demmer. Broderick now will sit on the left ankle and tight waist. Here comes a cross body right by Broderick. And he scoops the right ankle of Demmer and has him belly down in the middle of the blue mat, mat number 8. Hard crossface from right to left by Broderick. Demmer now back up on all fours. Knee slide to a stand-up. Broderick will front trip him, take him back down. Broderick trying to put the leg in. Demmer doing a nice job blocking him off. Minute 29 and counting. Demmer trying to get his hips high. Nice stand-up attempt by Demmer. Once again, Broderick will front trip him, throw a cross body right, and Demmer. Broderick gets high riding. Let's see if he can turn this into 2. He's got back points right here. Elijah Demmer pulls the head of Broderick down, pulls him underneath. He's got Broderick in trouble right now. Now just tee out. Get the fall, Elijah Demmer. There's the fall. Elijah Demmer with the reversal and a fall in 4:55. And Blaine Broderick slaps from that in disgust. But I'll tell you what, Elijah Demmer doing everything right there, guys. Broderick threw the leg in. Made the mistake of getting his head down, and Elijah Demmer grabbed that head, pulled him underneath, stacked him up, teed out, got the fall, and that was it.
Hey, is Bobcat Nation here yet?
There's the main guy right
there. You could tell the second he got through Broderick to his back that they were here. They got up, and that loud roar you heard in the background was Bobcat Nation as Elijah Demmer stays alive and makes it to tomorrow's action with that fall over Blaine Broderick of Dallas Center Grimes. And that is going to do it for our coverage here of this Class 3A session. We will recap quickly here.
Jamie, one thing, we will not know Demmer's opponent until the quarterfinal round tomorrow. He will have the loser of that one of those quarterfinal round matches.
As we start at 113 pounds, Dawson Bierman of Western Dubuque with a fall in 4 minutes and 8 seconds over Jakey Penrith of Cedar Falls. Tomorrow in the quarterfinals, he will take on Drake Ayala from Fort Dodge. 132 pounds, we'll be watching Joe Pins of Dubuque Hempstead. He won by fall in the first round over Sam Callum of Ankeny. Tomorrow in the quarterfinals, Pins will take on Christian Stanek of Cedar Rapids Xavier. 152 pounds, Elijah Demmer lost his first-round match 8-2 to Bryson Hervel of Waverly Shell Rock. He then came back in that match you just heard and pinned Bane Broderick of Dallas Center Grimes. Tomorrow he will take on the loser of Kyle Heffley of Iowa City High and Jake Mathatus of North Scott. 160 pounds, Riker Karinsky with an 11-3 major decision over Lincoln Willett of Cedar Falls. Tomorrow in the quarterfinals, Karinsky will take on Hayden Friedrichsen of Urbandale. 170 pounds, Jake Hush of Western Dubuque with a 2-1 overtime win over Brendan Meacham of Indianola. Tomorrow in the quarters, Hush will take on Blake Underwood of West Des Moines Valley, the number 4 seed. 182 pounds, number 2 seed Devin Ludwig of Western Dubuque with a 9-3 win, over Griffin Gamble of Waukee. Tomorrow in the quarters, Ludwig will take on Justin Schroeder of Newton. And that is how the Western Dubuque Bobcats did here today. As, of course, great job by them. They will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with their quarterfinals and second-round consolations starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our next coverage coming up here will be Class 1A in Session 2. They will start at 1:30. That'll go from 1:30 to 4:30, first round and first-round consolations for our Class 1A. 11 1A wrestlers. We'll also keep an eye on 3 others as the Happel boys from Lisbon, Cale and Quincy, and then, of course, Jacob Moore of Denver will be keeping an eye on all of them. And then, of course, tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, the Class 2A session with first round and first round consolations. Want to thank a few more of our sponsors here of Postseason Wrestling on KMCH. High-Tech Communications, Barron Motor Supply, Parrott Insurance, Del Clay Farm Equipment, Okoboji Grill and Independence, Edgewood Oil, S&R Construction, and Fireside Steakhouse. Also want to thank Rundy Auto Group in Manchester for providing us a 2019 Jeep Cherokee to get down here to the state tournament. Rogers Mode of Transportation this week. Appreciate them for providing that for us down here. And most of all, want to thank you, the listeners. So we will be back a little before 1:30 for our Class 1A round, as we will have Aiden Noonan at 113 pounds up, pretty close to right away in that Class 1A round. So for Roger Reed and Zach McCool, this is Jamie Vaskey saying so long from the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines, Iowa, where you've been listening to the 2019 Iowa High School State Wrestling Championship on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Barron Motor Supply is proud to support all area athletes and coaches. They appreciate all the hard work and dedication in and out of the classroom. Good luck from Barron Motor